Welcome, everyone, to AEW Dynamite. It is Thanksgiving Eve, November 24th. Thank you for checking it out with us. We have a very big show tonight. It's going to be a good one. So leave your chats right there where it says StreamYard. Let's run down the card right now as Wonder Woman finishes up here on TNT. We got Friendsgiving with Britt Baker, DMD, and Tony Schiavone. Interested to see what that is all about. CM Punk, the hometown hero, will take on QT Marshall. Let's see if quiet time can last more than 5 minutes. And another hometown guy, Cabana, is taking on Bryan Danielson. Let's see how this heel turn goes. And then we're topping it all off. 8-man tag, Cody Rhodes, Pac, and the Lucha Brothers. We got facing Andrade El Idolo, Malachi Black, and FTR. It is a stacked show. It is Chicago. It is starting up right now. Thanks for joining. Leave comments. And also, during the commercial breaks, we are going to have some fun. And we're going to go through this old 1990 issue of Pro Wrestling Illustrated. We'll go page by page. We got time. Commercial breaks, we're going to do this. We're going to talk about some news and rumors, anything else going on in the wrestling world. And we're going to have a lot of fun. So join the chats. Be a part of the show. My name is Zach. This is the West Coast Popcast. Make sure to hit the like, the subscribe, and all that good stuff on our channel because we got a lot of stuff going on. Every Sunday, we got a live show. Me, Eric, and Knock. We do the podcast. It's a great time. It is a wrestling show extravaganza live again, and you can be a part of that. But Dynamite is starting up right now. We're getting into it. JR, congrats to him. Apparently, he's doing pretty well so far with his treatment for cancer. Wish him nothing but the best. The Wintrust Arena in Chicago. We're starting off with Punk. Wintrust Arena is about 20 miles from Chicago, but that's okay. I'm just Chicago snob. Love Chicago. But that's it right now. We have CM Punk coming to the ring. CM Punk versus QT Marshall. Let me know if you're into this match or not. Quiet time can go. QT can go. It's just he's a very dull individual. So, but technically, there's nothing wrong with him at all. Punk right now, we're getting it's clobbering time. It's clobbering time. There we go. Totally different Punk from the pay-per-view against Eddie Kingston. A little bit having fun here in his hometown, Chicago. We are live from Hollywood. You can watch the sunset fade to the west here. CM Punk. We talked about it on the show this Sunday, but last week when he came out to face Maxwell, Jacob Friedman, he had a Rancid shirt, and it was the same album that Ruby Soho is on. Oh, here's MJF now, speaking of. He had a Rancid and Out Come the Wolf shirt as Rancid's first album, but the first song on that album is called Maxwell Murder. It's just under 2 minutes. Give it a listen if you can find it on YouTube, Spotify, cassette. MJF. Let's say he gives Punk here in his hometown. Will he try to break the internet? Will he be classic heel? We'll see. Asshole chant starting up already. Don't mess with Chicago, baby. Be a good crowd. I don't think anyone's running in to tackle anybody on Dynamite. Although, when Jericho got tackled, maybe that was on Dynamite. I can't tell. I can't remember. Yeah. The crowd is armor. Punky Brewster. Remember that show? It had Commandant Lassard as her dad. Oh, Punky. Oh, here we go. Yeah. I will send someone a prize package if they ever do that chant to their boss. I can't wait for Punk and MJF to really just go at it on the mic. I think that's going to be maybe next week's Dynamite, but we'll see. Let me know if you know whose number that Bulls jersey is. If it's 23, if it's someone else's that Punk has on his lapel. Punky. That's kind of fair. Okay. But you got to heal yourself up. Props to MJF. You got to heal yourself up. The pipe bomb was his best. I wouldn't call him that. I'll give my thoughts on Punk's after pipe bomb life in WWE in a sec. There we go, MJF. Got Punk to chuckle. Leave comments. Let me know what you think of the show. Punk's a good-looking guy. It's the time of year where his scarf actually makes sense for him to wear, especially in Chicago. It was 80 and 83, 84 and sunny here in LA. I like that he still comes out with the ring. He still uses it. Yeah. This is season 3 of Dynamite, episode 47. That's a fair punch. Wasn't the greatest career. I give him credit for doing it, though. My old ass wouldn't do it. Check your watch, Papa Punk. I wouldn't say he drops nukes. He goes for very obvious punches. He's very good at what he does, obviously, but let me know what you think. Who is a better guy on the stick here, Punk or MJF? Hey, we're going to get him tonight. We might not even get the match. I don't know. But this is easily how you fill 2 hours on a Thanksgiving Eve episode. This is a great way to do it, actually. We get dessert before the dinner. Oh. Yeah. That's pretty good. My jealous fan. There's a t-shirt for you. Why would he? Why would he? Me too. Probably has a lot to do with the fact that there's a poster of me on your wall. That's funny. Do you have a poster of CM Punk on your wall? Let me know in the chats. What did you do last week? But he said so much with that Rancid t-shirt. Again, Out Come the Wolves. And Out Come the Wolves is the album, first song, Maxwell Murder. Look at MJF's face. What's the reality? Ooh, that was good. A less famous Miz. Wow. That's going to come back. That's going to come back weeks from now, months from now, years from now. I'm sure the Miz will appreciate that after coming off of Dancing with the Stars. I actually have respect for Miz, so I don't want to shit on Miz. I like that camera angle. I kind of agree. So you're screwed. You get a Miz chant now. This is you for the rest of your career. You're going to get a Miz chant. Oh, man. I don't use Twitter. We have a Twitter account. Knock takes care of that, but I'll bet Miz is going to be trending tonight. That's what it is. Oh, the girl's picking her nose. I caught you picking. Do you think he struggled? We talked about it on the show. He has been a little slow lately. Eh. Let me know in the chats what you guys are going to score this as out of 10. 10 being a pipe bomb kind of thing, 1 being, yeah. That's like 90% of promos right there. MJF, well done. Hey, don't knock a guy for gray hair. Thanksgiving Eve episode. Now he's going to say shit. I think it's all leading to Punk saying shit. Oh, no. Don't use too much WWE stuff in this. I don't know. What are you guys thinking so far? It's like 3 different chants going on right now. I'll bet the 8-man match will be about 45 minutes. For 7 long. Well, he didn't stay put. You just mentioned his UFC career. Plus his acting. Plus he wrote Marvel comics. Fact. MJF. I think he was just waiting for something other than WWE. Rightfully so. You'd been featured endeavored by now. True. You know, I don't know if this is the correct way to do this in Chicago. Typical heel stuff. Keep at the channel here, our match of Full Gear was MJF and Darby Allin. Let me know if you have a different one that you have from Full Gear, but that was MJF's best match I've ever seen, clearly. So if he wants to come out here with some attitudes, well earned. Really killing time here. All right, what are you talking? We got Carnage Rage in the chat. Zach, what are your thoughts on this new relationship between Noah and New Japan, considering how the relationship ended with a sour taste? Carnage Rage, I'm hopeful for it because I think they saw what how it helped Impact, even though they could have done way better and way more for Impact. But I'm hopeful for it. And I think, like Eric said, they need to have a separate show, not a third night, for those two to go face to face. So hopefully, a sub pay per view comes down the line. Nice question, Carnage Rage. You know, he could cost CM Punk his first loss tonight. Hit him with that ring, and then Quiet Time could get the victory. What you got, Punk? Nah, not you, Punk. Okay, Punk. You didn't know if they cared. Every wrestling event since you left, people were chanting CM Punk. CM Punk was one of the chants you heard at every single wrestling event. You knew they cared. There you go. I'm seeing everyone's like winter gear on in Chicago here. I do not miss that at all. Again, sun's going down here. We're in Hollywood live. Hmm. Is it the School of Hard Knocks? Shit count. Yeah, Wardlow. Where the hell is he? Yeah. The Four Pillars. You guys like that? Four Pillars? You think it's? I think after 3 years, it's a good time to claim who they are. CM Punk. Well, don't diminish Britt Baker and say like you've been replaced by a girl. I mean, in my opinion, Britt Baker is their number one homegrown talent, their biggest star. Britt Baker should be giving Kenny Omega attention, and she is not. But she gets a segment tonight, so thumbs up. School and Punk. School. There it is. History lesson by CM Punk. Love Chicago. Who do you think the man is in AEW right now? All right, there's a Triple H dig. I gotta give it to Triple H though what he did in NXT. Did a lot of good stuff for a lot of good wrestlers. He's kicking your ass. Needle dick. That's a new cuss. Somewhere in the back, there's quiet time. So disappointed he's not on TV yet tonight. Poor QT Marshall, just in the back, juggling apples while these two are having a moment. You're never going to escape this Miz chant, man. You're done. Punk just got you. Punk got you with that Miz comment. All right. CM Punk and Quiet Time up next. It is commercial break. It's going to be a short one. We are going through Pro Wrestling Illustrated. I do believe it's March of 1990. They take a look back at 1989 of the year in review. Yeah, it's been a while since I've gone through this. Actually, a long time. On the back, we got action figures. We got the wrestling video games down here you can get. And how do you do that? You send in an order form right there. You list what you want, part numbers and everything, and you send it in. How much was a game back then? WrestleMania for Nintendo, $44.99, and WCW Wrestling, $49.99. WCW. Ted Turner just wanted a little bit extra money. Yeah, let's take a look back. Leave comments about this too. This is a classic old magazine, more of the action figures inside you can mail in for. If there's a phone number in here for anything, we'll call it because that's what we have fun doing on here. Yeah, this is old. This is like thinner than newspaper, but these are really cool. If you can hunt these down on eBay or anything like that, give them a look. Table of contents right here. Bloody Ric Flair. This is the first non-WWF magazine I've ever gotten, and seeing blood for the first time on a wrestler shocked the hell out of me. I was probably, I don't know. I was young at the time, but a lot of stuff in here. Again, there was no internet, so this is how you got your news. This is how you figured out what matches have been going on. And what do we have here? Between Falls. Can write to them. Halloween Havoc 89 reviews in here. A lot of stuff. I want to check it out. Halloween Havoc 89, man. I used to really dig Halloween Havoc for what it was. Ric Flair right there. I don't like these NXT things. I'm really not excited for NXT 2.0 with War Games and how they're going to handle it with the old versus the new. But it is what it is. Sexy Lexi here, holding trophy for, I do believe it's most greased up. Lex Luger right there. And if you want 12 big issues for only $19.95, you fill out the form right here, you send it in, and you got Pro Wrestling Illustrated for a year. Classic stuff right here. Again, I was exposed to a lot of new different wrestlers here by looking at this. Again, I didn't have access to WCW during this time. I did not have cable, but I did have access to cassettes and CDs. And you can order yours from, is this Columbia House or BMG? Columbia House. Get them. Cassettes. What do you need? You need some Paul Abdul? What do you need? You got it. New Kids on the Block. They're your hookup right there. TNT advertising nothing but superhero movies. Don Henley, Bob Dylan, Gloria Estefan. From the desk of Stuart M. Sachs. Don't know who that is, so I'm not going to read that. More ordering. A lot of ordering. A lot of ads. A lot of ads for themselves. Yeah, we'll come back to this, but if you want home videos here, they got them for you. We'll come back to this issue right here during the next commercial break, because right now we got a match going on. Finally, QT Marshall is out 25 minutes after he is supposed to come out. But let's go. Let's do it. CM Punk versus Quiet Time Marshall. Let me know who you got in the chats. Obviously, it's going to be Punk, but who knows? All right. Let's enjoy this match. Punk with his little muscles. That's cute. Carnage Rage in the chat. So I've been hearing a lot of rumors on Fightful and other wrestling websites that Triple H might be leaving WWE to start his own company. Do you think these are true or false? I think they are false. I do not think Triple H has enough money for that. That takes a lot. That takes a lot to start a company. I do think Sinclair is going to upcharge whoever wants to purchase anything ROH related, because they need to make up for millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of dollars that they are in debt. So I do not think that'll happen. And we got Gun Club versus Bear Country tonight too. Okay. So no, I do not think Triple H is leaving WWE anytime soon. I don't think he wants awkward holidays. I do honestly think he should ultimately piss off Vince and come right here to AEW. That's what I think of that. I do not think he's starting his own company, though. I think that's a lot of work. But because again, you have to find funding for all the contracts. You have to pay for licensing and everything else. You have to figure out merchandising. He kind of did a lot of this in NXT, but to do it all on your own and start from scratch, I don't think he does. I don't want him to bring over manpower from WWE, because they'll do things the WWE way, and I'm not a fan of that. I don't think I want him to leave. I really do. But I don't think he has the funds to start up his own company. If him and a bunch of other people did, I'd be okay with that. And I would love it for him to have it be more low scale. Is this no disqualification or something? Okay, Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds and Damian Priest's Mini-Me. These guys aren't on TV, so I forget their names. So again, all these people are on Dark and Dark Elevation. I don't watch YouTube shows. I just don't. They don't count. All right. Yeah. So if Triple H does do something, I hope it's very small scale. He's not going to compete with AEW. All right. Quiet Time with a tiny bit of offense in there. The stuff where the Nightmare Factory got split up, I thought that was a terrible storyline. It was handled very poorly and wasn't made to look important. And again, it just made Cody's Nightmare Factory not look like something you wanted to join. So I don't know. Glad JR's on the mic tonight. Hope everything is going well with his recovery and treatment. Anything else going on in the news? Carnage Rage. Oh man, you're missing out. You need to watch Paradigm Pro and MLW Fusion. Great wrestling shows with great wrestlers. Carnage Rage. I watched MLW Fusion for about 6 months, maybe 5 or 4 straight. I really enjoyed it. Contra is my favorite faction, even though I liked Contra before. I got a few people that they have now. But I love it. I just can't find it anymore. I cannot find it for free. I can find it late for free, and then it just doesn't pay for me to report on it for the show. So then I forget about it, just like I forget NXT UK exists. But if they are back to doing it live, so it is live on YouTube, not live, but you know what I mean, weekly, let me know, Carnage Rage. I will definitely check it out. And Paradigm Pro, I've not checked that out at all, so I would love to do that. Thank you for that, Carnage Rage. Me and the guys are going to SmackDown here in LA at the Staples Center on December 10th. We got gifted some tickets, so we are going to go. We're going to enjoy it. Let us know if there are any chance you would like us to start. if you watch the show, you know our thoughts on the WWE product. I watch Monday Night Raw every Monday for the show, for a Sunday night show, so we can be educated on what we're talking about, not just say Raw sucks, because we all know it does. But yeah, I absolutely hate watching Raw, but I do it for certain reasons. So I know how people are used and can give educated information on what's been going on. But let us know if there's anything you want us to chant out on SmackDown's December 10th show. And also that Sunday, we are going to talk about the differences between watching it live and what is on TV, like when they pipe in cheers and boos and all that. Don't hear that shit here in AEW. Thank you. Carnage Rage, it is live on YouTube again, MLW Fusion. Thank you, Carnage Rage. I will start watching that. You just added to my already 15 plus hours of wrestling a week. Thank you, Carnage Rage. We're going picture in picture, but here on the live stream, we are going to page through some more of Pro Wrestling Illustrated year in review issue from March 1990. Let me know if you subscribe to any magazines if you're of that age. And we have here Kurt Hennig and Hercules, also called Hercules Hernandez here. Old school stuff here. Again, this is how you reported. Some weird ass game you can write in for, covering up champions of the galaxy wrestling games. Play as Star-Lord or whatever this elf fucking guy is. I'll bet you that's their world title belt too. You stole me gold, Jennifer Aniston. So did you, Ice-T. Hey, remember this? No Chris Pratt here. He's a Mario. Captain Lou Albano and some other guy right here. Mario had a show. They did this live action stuff in between the commercials for the cartoon of Legends of Zelda as well. And here we got some Randy Savage and Sensational Sherry. Man, Sherry was good. Sherry was good. I was worried about the transition with Elizabeth when I was younger, but man, Sherry was great. Oh, here we go. Let me just see how much time we have here, because I want to go through this with you all and see what your comments are on this. It doesn't say, but I'm going to come back to this because we have official ratings, and I want your comments on there. Oh, sexy Lex. Carnage Rage in the chats here. As a matter of fact, they're doing their Thanksgiving episode tomorrow. Fantastic. I will sit there half asleep on the couch and watch that in the evening. Awesome. Thank you, Carnage Rage. And for everyone else, here we go on YouTube, MLW Fusion. Check it out tomorrow, Thanksgiving episode. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? You guys do anything fun? Remember when Survivor Series was good and it was on Thanksgiving? That women's match at Survivor Series, that's the only thing I watched on Survivor Series, just because I had some people tell me I needed to see it. If you haven't watched it, go check out Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. That was a fucking match. I will not care too much about WWE stuff, and I will not promote them heavily, but that was a fucking match. Please go check that match out. And I guess Charlotte got her punishment with a loss there. Now we're back here. CM Punk on the ground. Quiet Time Marshall. A weird ass hold. Apparently you grab hair and you just hold them. Looks easy to get out of, but what do I know? I should ask Eric and Knock from the show. They would know everything about wrestling moves and maneuvers. See, that was a nice power bomb by QT. It's just he's so boring. I just am not like wowed by it. I was stating before, CM Punk's post pipe bomb life after he came back way too soon from that Money in the Bank, he was a very corporate version of it. He was a WWE version of his former self. I didn't really like anything that he did after that. I was a big fan of his stuff. Huge fan of the Straight Edge Society. I like that. He took care of the people around him. Serena Deeb, she looked good back then. Great stuff in the ring from her. She's a superstar now. But yeah, the post pipe bomb stuff is when he just started going corporate. QT Marshall. Does he have a shirt? I'm sure there's an apple on it. Again, kind of a slower match for Punk. So this is what MJF was talking about. Fans don't care. Fans just want more Punk, and they're getting them. Carnage Rage got me excited for MLW. Now that I know I can watch it the way I originally did, the way it's meant to be. I don't like people doing stuff on like Fight or Bleacher Report or like other weird stuff. I'm not watching special matches on Impact Plus. Speaking of Impact, if you have Samsung TV, if you can get it, it has like a bunch of channels, so it's like its own like thing. There's like a Riff Tracks channel, a Nickelodeon channel, bunch of random ass channels, but Impact has a channel on there. It's really cool. I was watching a bunch of old Impact stuff last night, and it was Cross and Morrison. It was who else was on there? It just seemed like they scheduled a bunch of stuff from people that were recently let go. So if you got it, Impact on Samsung TV. Go to sleep. Here we go. Quiet time. There we go. GTS. That is it. That. Let me know what your thoughts on of that. 36 minutes. CM Punk and the whole thing took up. It was a fine match. Again, another slow one, and I'm not like the biggest QT Marshall fan, but that was it. Punk picks up the win. QT Marshall picks up some TV time, and we got a big old back and forth between MJF and CM Punk, something we've been wanting for a while, and they gave us a nice treat here on Thanksgiving Eve. Let me know. Actually, if you got a rating for it, give me a rating on it. I'm still mulling it over. I might have to rewatch it, but that is it. CM Punk picks up the win. Carnage Rage. The MLW Fusion Thanksgiving episode doesn't start until 7 p.m. I don't know what time zone that is, but again, Pacific time here in LA. So I will be able to watch it later in the evening. So everyone look that up. MLW Fusion, 7 p.m. tomorrow. They got their Thanksgiving episode. Thank you, Carnage Rage. Let me know if you guys are watching anything else too. I need some new wrestling. Need to mix it up a little bit. All right, Thunder Rosa, Jamie Hayter, quarterfinals still to come. The 8-man match. Cody's got to go away for a while. I'm sorry. Cody needs to go away for a little bit. CM Punk, yeah. Touching a lot of people. He must know him. If he's hugging him, he must know him. Seems like he does. No one's going to jump him. Seth Rollins, though, that's a messy situation. If you didn't see that on Monday Night Raw at the very end, some of it was caught on camera, and then they cut to a different angle. But a fan jumped, kind of where Punk is right now. A fan jumped Rollins there. Very messy situation. The guy has a lot of mental issues going on. He kind of got catfished online and told to do that, and lied to that he was like all these other people. Anyways, it's messy. There you go. Look at him sneaking like that. Jungle Boy getting better and better. Luchasaurus sounding like a He-Man character. Masters of the Universe back on Netflix. Let me know if you guys watch that. The Kevin Smith one. Oh, maybe they'll get those belts. The confidence. Confidence of Jungle Boy, man. Could he turn? Ooh, I don't think they'll make him a heel yet. All right, we'll go back into the magazine a little bit here. Carnage Rage, who do you think the new Three Musketeers of New Japan should be? Me personally, I think it should be Naito, Ibushi, and Okada. I will take that. I don't really get a chance to watch that. Again, I watch about 15 hours of other wrestling a week. So Eric and Knock will have a better response for that. So maybe I'll bring it up on the show. But they're big New Japan guys. They keep up with it. Yeah, but that's a good pick right there. I can't argue that. All right, Wrestling Illustrated. We're going back into the issue right now. Year-end review, March 1990. All right, PWI's top 10, March 1990. Ric Flair, number 1. In his WWF day, Hulk number 2, Sexy Lexi number 3, Warrior number 4 as the Intercontinental Champion, Great Muta at 5, Kurt Hennig number 6, Sting, Larry Zbyszko, Jerry Lawler at 9, and Kerry Von Erich at number 10. Let's go to tag teams. God, I'm so bad at this. I apologize. There's the tag teams. I can't really read them. Demolition, Rick and Scott Steiner, the Road Warriors, Midnight Express, Michael Hayes, and Jim Garvin. Yes. The Skyscrapers, Mike and Wayne Bloom, Jim Golden, Brian Lee, and rounded up by the Bushwhackers. Yeah. So they also have, this is kind of interesting too. I don't know what's on the bottom here really quick. They rate everyone else here too. NWA, WWF, AWA, USWA right here. You can check out their top rankings right there. Again, this is 1989 year in review, March 1990, Pro Wrestling Illustrated. There are the tops of every company. And check out the most popular and most hated at that time. Of course, Hogan, number 1. Flair at that time, number 2. I think this is just popular, maybe all around, but I mean, hated, man. Rick Rude, I like him at the top of the list. What a great heel. Randy Savage, of course, too. Kurt Hennig, flawless. Larry Zbyszko at 8. And here you got some more companies right here. Cumulative rating, singles. Okay, they have a point system. They have a big old point system that I'm sure they talk about right up here. Yep, up top in the official ratings. Man, a lot of classic people on that list. Rating analysis, year in review. Yeah, a lot of, I don't want to say filler in here, but it gave writers a lot of stuff to do. So this is where it all, okay, we'll go in the year in review. 1989 year in review, next commercial break. We are back. And I need some water. Eddie Kingston. I can't eat or drink when he's on TV. Don't talk and eat at the same time. Two point oh. Felt like a big deal when they first came in and they kind of disappeared, but again, huge roster here in AEW. What's he eating? Is he eating like a strawberry tart with some coffee? I'm excited for Thanksgiving dinner. What? All right, so just going to build up Mox and Eddie. We don't know how long Mox is going to be back, but that man can take all the time he needs. Good on him. Garcia puts his hands up like this. Oh, man. The little things. All right, I don't have a graphic for this one. So, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It's the Gun Club versus Bear Country. We are at the Wintrust Arena, not in Chicago. It is not in Chicago. It is about 40 miles away from Wrigley Field. But we'll be back on Rampage too Friday night. Come on back here, join me. I'll even be a nice guy and put my green screen up and have some fun. Yeah, we'll get the Thanksgiving leftovers on Friday. But come on back. We'll do it live again. But tonight, thank you for joining us. Gun Club. I guess they're going to push them. We saw Billy Gunn on Friday Night Rampage. He was great, looking good, solid in the ring, knew when to take breaks so he didn't seem winded. Bear Country, haven't seen them since, I don't know, maybe Casino Battle Royal. Again, I don't watch the YouTube shows. Does Billy Gunn have a choker on? Is there a gag to that? I didn't mean a gag with a choker, but why is he wearing a choker? Is he going to merch that? This will be, I think, the official first Bear Country match I've seen. Where are they from? If you know anything about them, let me know. Morshizi says, Malachi, how you doing? Thank you for stopping in. Malachi Black coming out later. That's if Cody wasn't involved, I'd be more excited for that match. Bear Country, man. We'll see what AEW does with guys like these. We saw what WWE does with Viking Raiders / War Raiders. I don't like how WWE uses heavier people. They mock them, and that's ridiculous to me. Dewdrop stated that she thought the Dewdrop name was temporary. Boy, she was wrong. All right, Parched. What am I drinking out today? Mondo's Black Panther glass right there. Aubrey Edwards in there. So there's Austin Gunn and then Colton. Oh, okay, there we go. That's it. That's it. Oh man, I'm sorry, but both teams needed airtime. I will write this off if they give Britt Baker more airtime. Britt Baker needs so much more airtime. Again, she needs the Kenny Omega Elite treatment. She hasn't been given that really. Darby. No, it's Sting. You seen Darby? Darby's thumbtack skateboard is fucking nasty. That's fucking cool. Darby Allin. Man, I think he watched Monday Night Raw. You see how he just speared him? Oh man, Seth Rollins is having flashbacks after that. Nice dive, Darby Allin. Makeup's looking a little kissish. Does he wear contacts or are those his like real eye colors? Pretty cool. Carnage Rage, I'm calling it right now. I think we're going to see the debut of Brody King. Ooh, if we get that tonight, I'll be so happy, Carnage Rage. I will be so happy. That is who I want to see with Malachi Black. I do not want to see Butcher and Blade, like Malachi said. I think we can do better than Butcher and Blade for the House of Black. And man, Brody King, give me that. Look at this replay. Look at this. Ping! Oh, Darby. Darby, oh man. I wish there was a way to mod him in the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remastered. I say like at least twice a year I see Tony Hawk cruising around town here on a skateboard. That gets me every time. Love Tony Hawk. Darby Allin. I bought a hoodie from Hot Topic. Stinger. Stinger. He's in this magazine, which will go through the commercial breaks. March 1990. What is January 8th? Live. Battle of the Belts. Coming to TNT. Saturday Fight Night, January 8th. Charlotte, North Carolina. If you're in Charlotte, North Carolina, and you're going, let us know. Battle of the Belts. Cool, cool, cool. That's what fucking Survivor Series should be now. They're not going to do the old school way. Oh. Carnage Rage. He thinks Adam Cole is going to turn on the Young Bucks. After last week's Rampage, he could turn on Bobby Fish. Kenny's going to be out a long time. Don't believe the February stuff. It's longer than that. I don't like the Best Friends. They're corny as hell. What did Trent get injured? Let me know in the chats if you know. Nothing wrong with Yuta. Are we getting a Rampage match? Rampage. Dang it, Bobby. Whoa. All right. Jamie Hayter and Thunder Rosa up next. Thunder Rosa, the hardest working woman. Scratch that. Hardest working person in wrestling today. Back in the chats, Carnage Rage. I've got a feeling that Kyle O'Reilly is going to jump ship to AEW after his contract ends in December. I agree with you. You know who else's contract ends in December and just signed an extension so he can do War Games? Gargano. The 10th, he's done. He can go wherever he wants on the 10th. His contract is up. He's not getting future endeavored. Gargano could be here. Gargano could be all elite. But I agree with you. Kyle O'Reilly's coming. Strong, they don't need Strong. I like Strong, but oh man, a lot of stuff happened in 1989. This is what we're looking at here. Theodore, don't call me Teddy anymore. Long. Love Teddy Long. Holla holla, playa. We got some Jerry Lawler stuff here. And remember, this is well before Jerry Lawler did anything at all on commentary. So, who we got down there? Who is that making? Oh, the Von Erichs. What else happened? The Undertaker, the Zombie, and Ronald Gossett. I don't know what half this stuff is. I'll have to look it up. But that's what we're focusing on in the coffin. We had Zeus and Hulk Hogan. No Holds Barred. I have my issues with that movie, as everyone does. And it's Freddy versus Jason. Oh. Zeus, the only celebrity to ever be in a Survivor Series match. What else happened in 1989? Numbers in 1989. $1 was the cost of a ticket to CWA match in June. How much money? A lot of random stuff here. The estimated fortune of Ted Turner, as reported by Forbes magazine in 1989, listing of the 400 richest Americans, $1,760,000,000. Here are some numbers if you want to look at them. And here is that bottom one right there. You can see him with Steve Borden right there. The Stinger, that is his net worth at the time. Andre the Giant. $10,000 threat, maybe to a bar tab. Love Andre the Giant. Bounty. Whole bunch of by the number stuff. That's cool stuff right there. And then we got on the other side here. some random stuff that happened, Ric Flair and everything like that, but we have an in memoriam. You can see everyone that passed in 1989. Sad, but it happens. And we are back. All right, contract offer to Dante Martin. More 1989. That's Ricky Steamboat and his kid. The genius, Macho Man's brother. Missing in action. That's what we need now. So many people missing in action, especially on WWE TV, but especially actually in AEW. Huge roster. We don't see anybody missing in action. And in 1989, the injury report. Did Dante Martin just sign with FTW? Is Dante Martin part of Team Taz? Looks like it. You just started something up with Leo Rush, and now it just ended. I don't know. Storytelling, man. I don't know, man. AEW sometimes. Oh, it is what it is. It's nighttime here now in Hollywood. Sun has gone down. Hulk can go to sleep. I like how Jamie Hayter comes out. Big coat, big hair, big moves. Jamie Hayter versus Thunder Rosa, quarterfinals, the AEW TBS Championship. There we go. There's the champ. Britt Baker, DMD. Let me know who you think is going to win this match. This could kind of go either way, but I'm going to say Thunder Rosa. But let me know. Carnage Rage. I watched the classic cage match from Starrcade 89, I think between Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair. It was a classic, and I love that match. I do too. That is a very good match. Good find, Carnage Rage. If you guys haven't seen it, Starrcade 89. That is a fucking classic. Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa, man. $1 million right there. That is money. She could be the head of your company as well. Britt Baker and her. Thunder Rosa, man. She's all over the place. She's got her own promotion. Seriously, man. No one works harder than Thunder Rosa. Still has time to do all the little things, the signings and all that. I think she still does Spanish commentary for AEW as well. Oh, there we go. On the attack. Hater's trunks look like Rey Mysterio's mask. And we'll see how this crowd plays going into Friday night's Rampage. I'm assuming they just taped Dynamite and Rampage. I don't know if they do Dark. I know they do Dark back at the old WCW and Impact Zone. (29-1) in her last 30. Thank you, JR. Getting some stats. Oh, that was a fucking slap. Woohoo. Carnage Rage. No, I wish Davey Richards was in AEW, but he said in an interview, no disrespect to Tony Khan, but I'm fine with MLW. I don't want to do it to be famous. Good. People need to stay in these smaller promotions. There's the big stage and everything, but a lot of people go to WWE and they get dropped. Okay. A lot of people go to AEW and they get forgot. All right. People need to shine in these other organizations. I want to see Contra become huge in MLW. I don't want to see Contra come over at all into another company. I like the budget that they have to promote Contra. I like how raw and gritty it feels because it doesn't look clean. It looks like you're watching something on like VHS tapes. I love the production of Contra. Contra. Cannot. I don't know. One of my favorite factions in the last like 5 years. So, but yeah, people got to stay in these smaller promotions to make them big. This is how a lot of people went to WWE is because they stayed in ROH and grinded their teeth. And I wish NWA would do more to promote themselves and showcase their talent somewhere outside of like Instagram and social media because they got some great stuff in there. Again, WWE doesn't handle big people that well. In NWA, Trevor Murdoch, champion. So, oh, Billy Corgan. 1979. Jamie Hayter getting an offense against Thunder Rosa. Britt Baker's team. Solid team. I don't think they need anybody else. It's a solid 3-people team. I like it. Leave it. I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to see any future Endeavor people come on there. There you go. Get that crowd going. Oh, there we go. Smooth. There you go. Hype up the crowd. Where are we going? Where are we going on the outside here? Hopefully AEW comes to the West Coast. I mean, the guys can go to a show. I know they're coming back late spring for their pay-per-view in Vegas. Or is it summer? Whatever one was just in Vegas, they're redoing that one in Vegas. So again, we will be going to the December 10th SmackDown. So I will not have a Rampage live stream that Friday. But if you want to know when I am doing a live stream at all, hit the subscribe button. We got a great community here. We like to chat about stuff and talk honestly. So hit the subscribe, be a part of this. We'll know, usually ahead of time when we're doing something, but stuff comes up just like the SmackDown tickets did for us. So I'm not going to be doing Rampage that weekend. But yeah, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon so you know when we're popping up, and you can join the chats right here with us. West Coast Popcast on YouTube. All right. Ooh, easy there, big fella. We're going back to March 1990. It is the commercial break. We'll get back to the action in a bit. Quotables, a whole bunch of stuff here. A whole lot of reading is basically what I'm trying to say here. Look at how young Jim Ross looks. Look at him. Got Arn up in the corner there. You got one of the Beatles up in the other corner there. How many times is Sexy Lexi going to be featured in this magazine? Nice bow tie there, Lex. Who else we got there? I don't know. An NBA guy. Cool. Zabisco. 1990 should be their year. The Destruction Crew, Brian Pillman, Larry Cameron, and Jeff Jarrett. Pro Wrestling Illustrated, March 1990. They think that is the lineup that should get a big push. The Matrix coming back. Are you excited for this? I don't know the point of bringing the Matrix back. I don't know. Let me know in the chats. Maybe convince me otherwise. Next page, championship changes. All the championship changes. That's a lot. I don't know if they still do this. I haven't really bought a year-end magazine by them in a while. Bought the digital one for the women's 150. We had one of the people who voted on that, Ella J, on about a month ago. Check that episode out. Great watch with someone who's involved with Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Ella J episode. You can find it on our channel. Great stuff from her. Great insight. All these championship changes. Rick and Scott Steiner beat Garvin and Hayes for the NWA World Championships. All right, big thing on. Okay, big stuff on the rules for the voting. All I got is a mic here, and I can't even handle that. All right, Rookie of the Year, Destruction Crew. We got some runners up. 1990 Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine, runners up right there. Dustin Rhodes on the bottom there. me show you all the votes. Inspirational Wrestler of the Year, Eric Embry, and some runners-up. Here we go. He's got his award right there. Plaque, like he just got fired from being a police officer. Most Improved Wrestler of the Year. There he is. The Bulldogs' brother, Scott Steiner. Those are the votes. Do the math. Beefcake. Jarrett. There we go. We'll jump back onto the magazine at the next commercial break. We got a women's match right now. Thunder Rosa versus Hayter. Always exciting to see Thunder Rosa. You're not technically in Chicago. Nice. Thunder Rosa's moves are flawless. Here we go. Get that crowd hyped up. The night before Thanksgiving. Who do you think's taking this tournament? A lot of people say Jade Cargill. Here we go. Look at that. That's beautifully done. If you're from Chicago, ex-Chicago guy here, love that city so much. If Thunder Rosa loses because of Britt and Rebel, I think they might start the Britt Thunder Rosa feud too. What do you guys think of Britt's title reign so far? Here we go. Easy hole to get out of, but what do I know? Thunder Rosa. If you don't know, a lot of times when the hair's down, they'll purposely get the hair down so they can communicate. That's why a lot of people in the early days of wrestling had long hair so they can communicate and call out move sets. Very smart. How tall is Hayter? Here we go. Nice reversal. Russian leg sweep indeed, Excalibur. Yep. Oh, we could see the feud start. This is it. Hayter tapping. Britt gets Thunder off of Hayter. Context. Oh, Britt super kicked her own person. Man. Here we go. That's it. Thunder Rosa moves on in the tournament. Hayter takes a loss and a super kick to the face. Thunder Rosa moves on. Now she's surrounded. Britt Baker with her own Christmas sweater. You can get that at AEW shop. Pro Wrestling Tees. Let's see how they handle it. Here we go. This could be the breakup. Hayter doesn't seem too happy. She's going right for it. Oh, the push. Hayter could go on her own. You know, Rebel could still stay with Britt. All right, so Thunder Rosa is going to face Jade Cargill next. Nyla Rose will face the winner of Chris Statlander and Ruby Soho. When is the final? Marvez. Oh, Jericho. Jericho's on TV. Go on tour. That's what should be next. Not technically in Chicago. Okay, so now 2.0 is going after Jericho. So we're going to get Eddie Kingston and Jericho and probably one other person against these three. You have a square torso. Man. He's buried now. He's buried. MJF's got the Miz thing. He's got the square head thing now. You just buried that guy from 2.0. Ever? Oh. Again. He digs. All right. I don't care about this feud. All right, but we're getting it. Okay. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, Boom Boom versus Bryan Danielson is up next. Boom Boom versus the American Dragon. Let's go back to 1990, March. Year-end awards, Manager of the Year. Who else but Bobby Heenan? That's a no-brainer. Bobby Heenan was so good. Oh, so were the runners-up, though. Teddy Long, Gary Hart, Akbar. I remember much from him. Feud of the Year, Ric Flair versus Terry Funk. I want to go back and watch some of those old feuds there. Roddy Piper and Rick Rude. And again, especially in color, when I was younger, first time ever seen a wrestler bleed or having any blood on them was this magazine here. Was kind of a shock to me as a kid. Most popular wrestler of the year. Who do you think it was? 1989. Who do you think was just fucking everywhere? There we go. Hulk Hogan. Runners up. Flair, Sting, Ultimate Warrior. But of course, it was Running Wild. So he was the wrestler of the year. Most popular. I mean, most hated wrestler of the year because he's good at his job. Macho Man Randy Savage. Yeah. Check out the runner-ups. Dig it. Love Macho. Macho King, in fact, with Sherry. Match of the year. Ric Flair versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And who's on the bottom again? Ric Flair versus Rick Steamboat. Hogan versus Savage and Embry versus. I got a glare. Chuhi. But yeah, Ric Flair and Steamboat, tag team of the year. Yeah, it was their time. The Brain Busters. You got some runners up down there. Demolition, classic. Road Warriors, of course. All right. Year in review 1989, Pro Wrestling Illustrated Wrestler of the Year. This is the big one. Who got it? Nature Boy, Ric Flair got it. Hogan, Lex, Steamboat, runners up. But Flair, Wrestler of the Year 1989, Pro Wrestling Illustrated Year in Review. That's who they get that to. Gordy Soley takes an award. Unofficial awards for 1989. I guess No Holds Bar got one. Good old JR. Look at Prom Time. Love it. Good old JR. Disappointment of the year, WrestleMania 5. Dirty Rotten Scoundrel, Kevin Sullivan. Best wrestling maneuver, demolition, decapitation. But Britt Baker's up now. Britt getting TV time tonight. That's what we need. Oh, that was shady. Friendsgiving. That's what we got going on. What do we got going on here? And she's the champ. 3 glasses of Kool-Aid there. There's like 5 pies. Tony Schiavone's got some videotape. We're back from All Out. Oh, anybody else pick up on that? Rio never eliminated. Okay. All right, that's a good stipulation. That's a nice stipulation to have for a Rampage match, and it also gives Riho a bump. So, Britt obviously not happy. Tony Schiavone ruining everyone's holiday. Who put ice in the red wine? That's pretty funny. That was it. That was Friendsgiving, short and sweet, but that's what we knew it was going to be. We're going to the next big match of the night. Boom Boom Colt Cabana versus Bryan Danielson. All of the Dark Orders out there. Chicago's own Colt Cabana. I wonder how him and Punk get along backstage. But that's what we got right now. Bryan Danielson, Colt Cabana. Next matchup right now. Let me know if you guys think this heel stuff is working from Bryan. He seems like he's a little too much of a nice guy for it to work for me, but I think he's playing it that way so his daughter can watch him on TV. Here we go. Well, Jared, he's going to kick the heads off of them because tonight they are in the hometown of Colt Cabana, and the next 2 Wednesdays they're in Dark Order people's hometowns. So this is going to continue for a bit. There he is, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. Again, another guy who made it big in ROH. RIP, ROH. Dalton Castle recently won a belt, the television championship belt, and he recently said the tapings that they did seemed pointless because they all knew what was going on. So it is awkward watching them. I watch ROH every Friday night. It is a little bit awkward to watch. It's kind of like watching the end of NXT, but worse because I don't think ROH is coming back. Colt getting the chance right off the bat. Hopefully we get to see more of Colt Cabana. We don't get to see too much because he's usually in tag matches. This will be a nice showcase for him, especially against someone as talented, if not the most talented wrestler out there, Bryan Danielson. Giant Colt Cabana head out there. Don't know how long this match is going to be. I know Cody's entrance will be 30 minutes on its own. You got to give Cabana some credit, though, man. Just constantly doing stuff, even before AEW. Actually, mostly before AEW. Constantly doing stuff. A lot of stuff in Chicago. Sign the Briscoes sign out there. What do you guys think? Grab them. I know WWE's not going to use them. I don't know what they're really going to do in NWA. Elite General Manager. I won't be downloading that. Played their casino skins game. Oof. There you go. That's all you do to get out of that move. Colt Cabana. That's a good chop. Going for another. He flexes. If you don't flex, you get more of a slap on it. He just taps him on the back of the leg and he goes down. There we go. Angry Bryan Danielson. I buy him as a heel in the ring, right? Because he's flawless in the ring. He can do anything he wants in the ring. It's the mic stuff. I just he's a gee golly kind of guy. He should say less, like Pac. Colt Cabana getting some Chicago love. Here we go. Oh, Colt a little too happy. You got to get on him. You got to stay on him. You're Colt Cabana. You're not Bryan Danielson. Oof. Big hits. The boom booms. There we go. He's apparently part of the bloodline too. Was that move called the Flying Apple? Surprised QT Marshall doesn't jump on that. 8-man tag match still to come. Be nicer if it was 7, but Cody is there. Here we go. More kicks and chops. Excited to see Malachi. His girlfriend, Queen Zelina, doing a good job. Yeah, unfortunately on Monday Night Raw, but she's doing a really good job. I really like what she's doing. She has an accent that fades in and out very comically. Very well done. Her and Carmella just became women's tag champs on Raw too. So the House of Black is a happy place to be. Boom, boom. There we go. Come on, Colt. Get something in there. There we go. Giant ass Colt Cabana body on your head, Bryan. All right, back to business, Cole. Again, like that easy tripping. Oh, here we go. Kicking the teeth in, just like he said. It's going to kick your teeth in. While he does that, I'm going to take a sip of water, stay hydrated out of the Mondo Black Panther cup. Cheers if you're out there. Bryan flexing. The label lock is in. Colt politely taps out. And that is it. Bryan Danielson takes the win. He's got 2 more Dark Order members to go. We got at least 2 more weeks of it. So he's building this up. But that is it for the match. Bryan Danielson over Colt Cabana. Boom, boom, Colt Cabana. Bye-bye, Colt Cabana. Bryan Danielson is there. What is that? Is that a tooth? No. All right. We got a short commercial break here. Let's get back to 1990, March 1990. The magazine, Pro Wrestling Illustrated. We're paging through it. Yeah, got a lot going on here. Random stuff. A lot of weird PWI achievements. $1 Million Stooge. Virgil took that. Most deserving of a DDT, Vince McMahon. Hey, that holds up today. But yeah, you can see there, you got some most of this and that. A lot of like weird stuff just to kind of like fill pages. But it's a fun read though. This was the internet back then. It was magazines. So this is it. Honky Tonk Man right there. Good time though. Really great year in wrestling, 1989. Predictions for 1990. Let's read a couple of them off. Hogan will beat Roddy Piper at WrestleMania 6. Nope. And remain champion the entire year. Yep. The Ultimate Warrior will lose the WWF Intercontinental Belt to Bad News Brown. Wrestlers entering the WWF will be Sid Vicious, Mike Rotundo, and Rick Steamboat. Wrestlers turning bad will be Ric Flair, The Rockers, Eric Embry, and Roddy Piper. Wrestlers turning good will be Andre the Giant, Rick Martel, Lex Luger. Ric Flair will lose the NWA title, but will regain it a week later. Yeah, a lot of stuff here. The Ultimate Warrior will lose to Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 6. Brutus Beefcake will finally. Okay, so different editors kind of going over what they have here. We got about 1 minute here before we get back. It is just a lot of people giving their opinions on what's going to happen in the year to come. So, yes, this magazine truly is the internet. A lot of people's opinions and speculations. If you want really good opinions and speculations, come back Sunday. You can see in the ticker, 4 p.m. Pacific time. We do the show, me, Eric, and Knock. It's a great time. Also, we got a lot of stuff going on. We might have more going on tonight. So hit subscribe, be a part of our community. We love having you. Hit the chats, but hit subscribe. Join our community. We love it. And yeah, you'll hit that bell icon too, hopefully, so you know we're doing like live streams or anything else going on. And then more on Hogan and Flair. A lot going on here. 3 seconds and we're back. So they did some kind of thing here. We'll come back to it. Bryan Danielson here. Let's see his heel work. Yep. Sure did. If they're fickle? Fickle? Say fickle. There we go. If someone kicked my teeth out, I'd go batshit crazy on him in the back. Yep. Dark Order stuff continuing next week and the week after too. Back on the East Coast. Here we go. Time for some cowboy shit. Here we go. Let's see what he has. Let's see if their interaction is going to be MJF and Punk. Only 31 minutes left. I don't know if we have time for Cody's entrance. Well, if he's dressed to fight tonight, then he might have something to do on Rampage. Because again, they're taping Rampage right after this, so everyone can have off for Thanksgiving. Let me know what you're eating, snacking on, whatever you're doing. Oh, head of a table t-shirt right there. Cheap poppin' hangman. right now. Again, not technically in Chicago, about 40 miles away. That's right. Of course. Oh, I thought you were going to say chicken shit. Okay. We got a nice shit count here going on tonight. I think we're up to 4 or 5. Here we go. Now that's cowboy shit. If you like swearing on TV and you like cowboys, check out Yellowstone. They say the F word and show nudity. That is on cable TV. Yeah, you don't need that. Psych. He went with a slap instead of a punch. If you ever have to do a slap on someone in wrestling, if you're training or anything like that, do not do this over the ear. You'll blow someone's eardrum out. Bryan Danielson, scared off by the confidence of Hangman Adam Page, the new AEW champion. Oh, JR. Black Friday edition of Rampage. Daniel Garcia versus Eddie Kingston. I may do that whole match in Eddie Kingston's voice. We'll see how it holds up. Dr. Britt Baker versus Riho. Excuse me. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Orange Cassidy and Wheeler Utah versus Adam Cole and Bobby Fish. All right. Finally, this match on Dynamite next week. Ruby Soho, Chris Statlander. Thought this match was happening for like the last two and a half weeks, but we're finally getting it next week. All right, we got a Ruby Soho package. I'm cool with that. We're going to page through this while the package is on. Pro Wrestling Illustrated, 1989. A lot more stuff on here. Some like random buying stuff you can get here. If you want to check that out. Masks and tights. Spandex tights. Was it $18? Exotic t-shirts, $10. Wrestling Fans International. You can sign up for that. Oh man, Ruby Soho, man. I'm glad she's there. And a whole bunch of stuff on No Holds Barred. I really just, for so many reasons, don't like this movie. I never saw it as a kid, and I just saw it kind of like not too long ago, but I really don't like it. Battle of the Belts, Saturday, January 8th, Charlotte, North Carolina. If you're in the area, go. And up next, we got the 8-man tag, and we're going to finish up this magazine here within the next half an hour. Get some back issues of Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Back issues can be ordered by filling out this form and sending it in. That's how we did it before the internet. Here we go. Cody's getting booed. The match is here. We'll see how long it takes him to come out. But it's time for the 8-man match. Hallelujah. It's Malachi and not Cody. Good stuff. What entrance? Here we go. The House of Black. Will it grow tonight? Will Brody King show up sometime soon? This is the match. Malachi, Andrade, El Idolo, and FTR versus Cody Rhodes, Pac, and the Lucha Brothers. Excuse me, the AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Lucha Brothers. This is an entrance right here. What a great entrance. Malachi Black. This is when you let someone creative have the reins, even if it's not like booking purposes. Sometimes the booking doesn't matter because the character is so strong. The work from the character, the entrance, everything, the look. That's what we buy. That's why we bought into The Undertaker for so many years. I like this song without the screaming in it. It sounds like a kid yelling because he got a toy taken away. All right, the remix, if you will, that this theme song's good. Knock loves this theme song. We got in the chat. We got a colleague here. Zach's over here trying to get all the love. I didn't even get an invite to the party. You know how you get an invite to the party? You subscribe and you hit the bell icon. That's when you know I'm doing it, because that's when I decided I was going to do it, probably about 10 minutes before this was happening. But I love you. Oh, it's Le Champion. Oh, it is Eric. You got to subscribe. You got to hit that bell icon. Then you know what we're doing, and especially on Sundays. You can see in the ticker down below, 4 p.m. Pacific time, FTR with that remix. But what a show. Thank you all for joining. Leave a like. I can't read them. I'm going blind. And comment for Zach's hard work. Thank you, Eric. The champion here. Andrade and Jose coming out right now. Not with Chavo. Chavo is out saying things he shouldn't say on Twitter. That's what Chavo is doing. If you want to know why Eric is Le Champion, because here on the channel we do predictions for pay-per-views and big events, and Eric has been correct so many times. That's why he is the Infinity Champ. He is Le Champion. He is our champion. It's a fun thing to do. Again, catch us Sundays, 4 p.m. Pacific time. That's when we talk about it. That's some of the times when we do it. Sometimes we put videos out, but either way, comment and be a part of it. Black Mask stuff going on right here. Andrade gets his time cut because we're going to commercial, so Cody can get his time. And we're going back to March 1990, the year in review, Pro Wrestling Illustrated's year in review. And apparently you can get a great gift here. Attention wrestling fans, wrestling shears. All right, I'm not buying my fucking kids giant Brutus the Barber Beefcake wrestling shears. You want to know what's cool though? This is cool. It is a wrestling holder for your Pro Wrestling Illustrateds. Keep them nice. Send in the order form. Check it out. Back in the day, again, this is your internet, and you keep them like I do for many years and years and years and years. A couple other things on sale here from them too. Wrestling Superstars, Sports Review Wrestling. A lot of articles in here. Again, journalism for wrestling was so big back in the day. It still is now. You can check out some great journalism. Again, Ella J, who we had on the show in this past issue of Pro Wrestling Illustrated with the Women's 150. She has a great journalistic article about Empower, Mickey James pay-per-view that she put on women's wrestling. It's well done. It's journalism. Check that out if you can check out the new issue of Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Yeah, a lot of stuff here. Again, Ringside Continued talks about matches throughout the industry that happened, some house show and all that kind of stuff, because this was your internet. This is how you found out who was winning, who was more popular, and all that stuff here. But I mean, this is it. This was your shot. This was your photographer getting action shots outside of the ring. A lot of work went into these magazines. Again, selling more stuff here. PWI index. Got about 1 minute here before we conclude. Huge index. Okay. This is obviously unnecessary in a magazine. This many pages of index. Unreal. But you know what? Do you like Nintendo games? Do you like NES Nintendo games? Oh man, this is so awesome. Look at this. Look at all these games you can order by mail in the back of this magazine. Super Mario Brothers 2, The Adventures of Link, Excite Bike, RC Pro-Am, Off-Road, Game Boy. All you do is you fill out the form, you let them know what you want. You can get the power set for $169, the action set for $109, the control deck for $89.99, power pad. Look what you can order right here. You can get yourself hooked up with the NES and all these great games. So we have one more commercial break. I'll finish out the magazine then. Unfortunately, no 800 numbers to call. That's not an 800 number, and I don't want to get charged. But we are back. Alex is with him. Phoenix. All right. Who you guys have in this match? I think more people come out and it's just a DQ. We have 19 minutes left. This is the match right now, and here he comes. Here he friggin' comes. Let's see how long it takes him. My man, Roman Reigns thinks you take too long. Oh my God. Come on. Come on, Homelander. Well, let's go. That stage looks like a giant Dance Dance Revolution pad. So much pyro. So much. The only way you're getting cheers. Did he bring his Glock? Cody Rhodes, because he's got the name back. It's on the screen. He goes to fist bump Pac. Pac, nah, he's good. You don't want that stink on you, Pac. Man. All the talent in this ring. I still say Cody needs to take a break. Malachi should not be paired with Andrade. We need Malachi to still be Malachi. We haven't seen enough from Andrade, and I'd rather see the House of Black form, especially with Brody King out there on the market. That's what I'd rather see. All right, Cody Rhodes' entrance. We are marking up above 2 minutes so far. We'll be generous and say about 2.5 minutes. Black Friday coming, AEW Rampage this Friday. Hit subscribe and hit the bell icon so you know we'll be up here doing a live stream. Of course, it's going to be the time of Rampage because it's live, but what are y'all making? What are y'all making tomorrow? You guys doing a turkey? You doing a ham? You doing a roast? You doing some SpaghettiOs? What are you making for Thanksgiving tomorrow? I'd love to know. I'm a foodie. If you're not watching this live, make some comments. I would love to know what you're making. I'd love some recipes. I'm a fan of cooking 5 days a week if I can. I love cooking. Starting off with Cody. Andrade promoting the booing. Andrade unfollowed Charlotte Flair on social media. What's really going on with them? Ric Flair trying to get into AEW by any means necessary, even saying like a Saudi prince wants him to have a match with Sammy Guevara. Ric Flair kind of turning into Hogan a little bit here. Look at the size difference. Are you still down with Cody? Cody was Eric's guy. Now Eric isn't even fully behind him. Roads to the Top was awful. The Go Big show, not too enjoyable. If it wasn't for Rosario Dawson. Wouldn't it be fun if Pac and the Lucha Brothers, even if they win, just turn on Cody just because fuck him? FTR doing everything throwback now, from the tights to the music to the promo to their t-shirts now, all very 70s. There we go. Whoop, whoop. Cody still has the belt on? Now he's taking it off. Will he throw it into the crowd? Crowd boos Cody, but they want free shit. They booed you and you give them a belt. You better tag. He he seemed like he didn't want the tag. Throw it back, chant. There it is. The belt came back. The belt got tossed back into the ring. Welcome to Chicago, Cody. What's Andrade doing now? Andrade, you ruined it. Oh no, this could have been going back and forth. Remember when they kept throwing that Cena shirt back? That's what this could have been. Andrade. The peer pressure to throw it back. Remember that dude that caught the ball that lost the Cubs that one game? Like couldn't go out in public, and oh man, sports, man. Cash Wheeler. Look at me with my misspellings. That ticker will come back. I'll give a gift to anyone who can figure out what I misspelled. Ticker's back up. Leave a comment if you know what I did, what I screwed up on. I'll find you. I'll give you a gift. All right. Oh, oh. Never let anyone do that to me. Say Romero. That chance going. Big chops. Oh, Wheeler's hair, man. I know I shouldn't comment on people's hair, but fuck. Here we go. Big clothesline. Tag out to Andrade. El Idolo goes for the pin right away. Just wants that victory. Yeah, you said it. Andrade not getting paid by the hour. Um, who do you want to see Andrade face? I'm kind of a little like, I don't know what direction he goes in AEW. Oh, I honestly wanted him to face Jungle Boy early on, but obviously Jungle Boy's caught up with the Super Click and Adam Cole. Oop, little pause. Kenny Omega again is going to be out for a while. Just had to relinquish that Triple A Mania belt. Tag out. Another tag out. Is Pac in or no? Or apparently Pac's in. Oh, bad guys are getting a little pissy at Aubrey. A little dancing for Malachi in the black, or Malachi on the side there. Oh, Cody. Did he put the belt back on? Oh, Arn must have got it. There you go. Nice. You know, good old fashioned heel work it seems easy, but it's so necessary. A lot of it was done again back when we were younger and watching wrestling here. A lot of old school heel work is what made heels back then. Again, a lot of people try to do their version of pipe bombs just so they can be talked about online. But, sometimes just being a solid heel works enough. Here we go. What's he going to do? Taking a little bit of time here. There you go. FTR taking out Malachi. Here we go. Got to take a break. Malachi in control. We're going to finish up this magazine really quick. Arena Report. The special feature is for all fans who want to know who won and who lost and how. King of the Ring tournament back in October. Kind of a cool thing. Again, this is your internet, so you're going to know stuff that happened in the wrestling world because you can't just look it up. And it was kind of tough to go to shows. They didn't really go everywhere. So WrestleMania 5, letting you know who won and lost all of that. And their own little newspaper kind of edition here. A little Wrestling Inquirer. Steiner Brothers win NWA World Tag Belts. They unseat Hayes and Garvin. So this is just a little feature that they have in the very back here. They make it look like a little newspaper around the globe, some stuff that's going on. Again, cool stuff. No internet, so you don't know what's going on around the globe. In the globe that we live in. Almost at the end here. Last page. Will there be more pay-per-view events in 1990? People voting right here. The PWI polls. Will NWA keep up with WWE's expansion? 55% said no. Will attendance at live arena matches increase in 1990? 60% said no. Will the team challenge in AEW? AWA. And will the amount of wrestling on free TV decrease in 1990? That was almost split even right there. You can check out those polls and what people were thinking back in March 1990. Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Crazy stuff right there. What people were thinking. And you can get merch. Minimum order $2, please. Look at this classic merch. Classic Pro Wrestling Illustrated merchandise. You can order by filling out this form right here, doing some math, putting in the total amount, letting them know the sizes, and where you live. Do they have a 1-800 number we can call? Nope. Just a mail-in. Just a mail-in. No number to check where your order status is. You don't know. Your shit's just lost in the mail, and you don't get to find out where it is. All right, that is it. Again, action figures in the back. Order form. Mail it in. No phone number. Oh, there's a phone number on here, though. If you want to call it. 301, whatever. You want to call it? Let's have some fun and call it. Match going on again right now. 8-man tag match. We're going to call this number right here for pro wrestling merch. Let's see if it still exists. Four 9651. All right, we're calling this number right now. We're going to see.
The number you have dialed is not in service. Please check the number and dial again. Or dial 611 for...
All right, well, it doesn't exist. We tried, and we got through the magazine. Pro Wrestling Illustrated. A look back at 1989 from the March 1990 edition. And if you're wondering, $2.95 in US, $3.50 Canada, and $1.95 lire in the UK. 100 pages we just went through. We got through it, folks, and we got this match going on right now. The 8-person match. Pac running wild. Pac's so good. Oh, that was nice. Pac. Nicely done. Form is good. The hit was believable. That's nice. Thanksgiving Eve episode of AEW Dynamite. They're giving us all the trimmings here. Oh, that was a pretty damn good backbreaker. Oh, that was nice too. Holy crap. We're going for Move Fest. Clear your plates, kids. Ray Phoenix. He's so good on those ropes. I think he's better on the ropes than he is on concrete. Oh, Malkai's so good, especially when he hits that knee slap. Oh my God. Do not let Cody pin. Throw back, throw back, throw back. Oh, you kicked your own person. Throw that belt back. I'm more concerned about this belt coming back into the ring than the match right now. That's fucking nice. Woo. Man, that was a hit in the turnbuckle. Tully's in there now. Arn. Tully and Arn are in the ring right now. They're in the ring. They're on the cover of this magazine that we just went through. Check them out. Look at the difference. They are in the ring together. I love this. After winning Tag Team of the Years, the Brain Busters. Yeah. Jose, adults are in the ring. All right. There we go. Phoenix off the top, saving Arn Anderson. He must not have brought his Glock today. That's why he needed the backup. He had his Glock. Here we go. This is it. We're gearing up towards the end. Cerro. Here we go. Ray Phoenix. Man. Ooh. Is he okay? Did he All right, we got the mist from Black, Pac's face. They're going over. Hopefully, NHL doesn't start up on them. And Andrade gets the pin on Pac. That is the match. The heels take it. Andrade El Idolo with the pin, winning for Malachi Black and FTR. Man. Well, we are continuing. Hit subscribe and the bell icon so you know when we're doing the Rampage live stream. We're doing it again. We're getting the leftovers from Dynamite's Thanksgiving Spectacular on Friday night. Back again in Chicago. Please join us. And again, we want you in the chat. So hit those icons. Let us know that you're going to be a part of the show too. Hit us up in the chats. We'd love to have you. 4 p.m. Pacific time. Back here Sunday again. So Friday, Sunday, we're here with Rampage. We're here with the live podcast. It's going to be a fun episode. Eric and Knock will be here. It's going to be a blast. But this has been AEW Dynamite. Thanksgiving Spectacular. Thanksgiving Eve. What a great time. Everyone, my name is Zach. Thanks again for joining. What can I say? Happy Thanksgiving. Have a great holidays. Hit subscribe. Hit the likes. And you know what? Hit seconds and thirds and fourths tomorrow. Have a great Thanksgiving. I'm Zach. Be excellent to each other.